It's about time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Thank you to every single one of y'all who has been taking out the time to watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos, and leave the comments. If you have not already subscribed to the channel and you're watching this video or any of my videos for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Encourage others to subscribe to the channel. Become part of the About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang. Real quick, again, I want to give a shout out to Mark Nash. Subscribe to his channel, please. Support and subscribe to his channel. Rebel Life Boxing. Support and subscribe to his channel. Nate's Boxing Nation. Subscribe and support his. Subscribe to his channel. Support his. MZ Always Talk Boxing. Hustler's Home. Subscribe to all those channels. Please support those channels too as well. Shout out to Fanon Boxing too, man. Shout out to Fanon Boxing channel. So, you know, subscribe to his channel too if y'all didn't. You know, shout out to New Media. Alright, so it's looking like June 5th, George Kambosos is supposed to be fighting VASYL Lomachenko. Now, for all them people, after he beat Teofimo Lopez, and then he, you know, looked Devin Haney face to face, and he, you know, and he agreed to fight Devin Haney and said, yeah, he wanted Devin, yeah, we gonna fight next. I told everybody that they was gonna try to put those belts back on Lomachenko. And for those people who was in my DMs and leaving me those messages and all that stuff, you know, telling me, you know, stop the capping and you don't know what you talking about, blah, 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 blah. It's happening. I knew they was going to try to put those belts back on Lomachenko. Anything so that Devin Haney can't get the title shot. A lot of people talking a lot of trash, man, about Devin Haney. Oh, yeah, Devin deserve it, this, that, and the third. I mean, Devin don't deserve the title shot. Why don't he deserve the title shot? And now they even trying to question his belt. Now they still trying to say, oh, what Kambosos is undisputed. No, he's not undisputed. And now people trying to make it seem like Lomachenko did not give up his belt to Devin Haney and then petition the WBC for the franchise title. That didn't happen. Because that's the way people try to make it seem like that never happened. But see, this is what I mean about the politics of boxing. That's why, you know, I did that boxing biased and bullshit, because this is what's going on. This is what's going on. That's messed up. That, and I, you know, and when Kambosos won, you know, I was happy for him. I was happy for him because Teofimo Lopez was doing a lot of talking, a lot of capping. Him and his father doing a lot of talking, running their mouth. They was pissing a lot of people off. They was dissing a lot of people. So a lot of people didn't want to see them with the belts anyway. But when Kambosos won those belts, I was happy for him. Because I said, finally now, you know, we got a guy. And now, remember, throughout the press conference with Teofimo Lopez, Kambosos talked about how those belts was a curse for Teofimo Lopez. Oh no, you're going to get humbled, mate. Watch, I'm going to humble you, mate. Those belts, watch, those belts is your downfall. That's what he was telling him. The belts was his downfall. He was cocky, he was arrogant, he think he everything because of the belts. Kambosos falling into the same thing. He falling into the same thing. Devin Haney said he'd go to Australian fight. What's the difference? And go ahead and talk that stuff. Oh, Devin Haney priced himself out. Devin Haney priced himself out. As long as Devin Haney has been boxing, and as long as he has been his own promoter, co-promoting with the Zone, you've never heard Devin Haney yell about money. He wanted to fight. Even when Gary Russell fake called him out, said he wanted 1.5 million. Okay, they said they'd put up the 1.5. Sent him the term sheet and he said, okay, put another 0.5 on it, then we can fight. But now Devin Haney is he pricing himself out. It's just hard for me to believe that whatever agreement Because from what I'm hearing, that they already came to an agreement with Lomachenko. And I know a lot of y'all saying, oh, we're fighting Loma, be a bigger fight. They fighting in Australia. It's going to be big because he a hometown guy anyway. But it just seemed like they just constantly keep trying to yank the rug from underneath Devin Haney. Like, they just don't want to see him get there because guess what? And there's a rematch clause in the contract. There's a rematch clause in the contract for them to fight again in Australia. If Kambosos lose to Lomachenko, it's a rematch clause in the contract for them to fight again. So which means either way, Devin Haney won't get a fight. Because if he beats Kambosos, then they get the rematch and he beat him again. And Loma's not going to fight Devin Haney. And I figured that this was the scheme from the jump, just to try to put the belts back on Lomachenko. That was it. He 34 years old. He getting old. You know what I mean? So that was just the whole thing, to put the belts back on Loma. And then not to mention all of the stuff that's going on in the Ukraine now. So it's just messed up that, again, like I said before, it seemed like black fighters always get slighted. And before any people come on here trying to make any racist comments, y'all keep that racist and them negative comments to yourself. But a lot of black fighters always get slighted. If you not the guy, now I mean, how do you think this thing would play out if Devin Haney was if Devin Haney had all the belts right now? Let's say Teofimo did fight Devin Haney and Devin had all of the belts. You know what everybody be saying? Why don't you fight this person? Oh, he won't fight this person. He's scared of this person. But then y'all would want to see Devin fight all these people. Now people saying, don't nobody want to see Devin fight Loma. Don't nobody want to see Devin fight Kambosos. But if Devin was the man with all the belts, y'all would want to see him fight all these people. Y'all be saying, yeah, he need to fight this person. He need to fight that person. I mean, Devin might as well just go up to 140. Because, they just going to keep stiffing him down there at 135. He's not going to get a shot with Kambosos. He's definitely not going to get a shot with Lomachenko. And I just feel like probably too, like it's only but, so many more fights he can take at 135. I mean, because he can make 140 easy. I'd rather see him go up to 140 and, maybe try to do something up there. But it's a shame. Because I knew, like I said, I knew that this was going to happen. I knew they was going to try to put the belts back on Lomachenko. From the time Kambosos won those belts, I said, watch. They going to try to put them belts back on Lomachenko. I don't know what Bob Arum going to do. Or what type of, voodoo sprinkles or his magic, whatever he working. I said, but Bob Arum is going to do something. So he's going to do something. And everybody's saying, oh, let it be a bigger fight. I disagree. I think it would be the same. It wouldn't matter. Because the fight is in Australia. He's a hometown guy, so it wouldn't matter. The fight is going to sell anyway. But, y'all let me know what y'all think. I know a lot of y'all got a lot of stuff to say about, why y'all think Devin shouldn't get the fight and, and why it'll be a bigger fight with Loma. And no, they wasn't trying to put the belts back on Loma. Yes, they was. That was the thing. That was the thing from the jump. So put the belts back on Loma. Soon as Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? Because if it was up to Teofimo, he probably, he'd have babysat them belts, for the rest of his life, or just babysat them belts that he was ready to go up to 140. But it's just sad, man. That black fighters, get treated. I mean, like, look at what they doing to Jaron Ennis. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, but if y'all just pay attention to what's going on, y'all see. No matter what, like certain fighters get, they get preferential treatment. They do. It's a fact. They do. They dogging Devin Haney out. They keep talking about how Boots ain't ready. All this. Shakur Stevenson still got to prove this. Gervonta Davis ain't really, it's just all this stuff. Lomachenko beat Richard Comey, and they said he's back. He's back. Teofimo knocked him out in 2 rounds. Shakur dominated Jamel Herring, but that still didn't take no kind of precedence over Lomachenko beating Richard Comey, though. Because that's the great Lomachenko. Yes, he's a good fighter. Yes, he is. Lomachenko is a good fighter. But there are other fighters out there that's better than him. And most of those guys that they throw underneath the carpet to put Loma on the pedestal, most of them didn't lose their second professional fight. And Loma got a title shot. You know, he was a champion. He's still, you know, he's 18-2. I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know. You know, am I overreacting? I'm bugging. Maybe I'm, you know, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm looking at this whole thing wrong. Maybe I'm looking at this whole thing wrong. If I am, please feel free. Drop the comments in the comment section below. But don't forget to like this video and share this video and subscribe to the channel. But how many of y'all feel the way I feel? Did y'all feel like that they were going to try to put the belts on Lomachenko, or did y'all feel like Kambosos really had good intentions on fighting Devin Haney? Because I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, yeah, stand-up guy. He ain't going to be like Teofimo Lopez. Say he going to do it, and then, you know, play a bunch of games, pussyfooting around and all that. I gave Kambosos more credit and more respect than that. I did. I didn't think that he would, you know, but then as time started going on and I started looking at different things going on in the press and different interviews and stuff, said this dude is becoming what he despised Teofimo Lopez for being. And again, I could be looking at it wrong, but maybe those belts is a curse. That, you know, as they say. But how many of y'all really gave, you know, Kambosos credit, like, yo, yeah, he ain't gonna be like Teo, like he gonna fight Devin? Because a lot of people felt like that. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie. But now I'm looking at it like, yeah, nah, he's gonna go, you know, he gonna go another direction, and Bob Arum gonna play a part in that joint, and all they gonna do is, you know what I mean, is he gonna reach out to Eddie Hearn, because you know Bob Arum don't really like Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? So, but Devin Haney is with DAZN. So I don't know how instrumental Eddie Hearn is in any of this at all, but he shouldn't let Bob Arum influence him like, you shouldn't let them do that. You know, 2 stable guys, you know, fighting each other, blah, 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 blah. Bob Arum was infamous for, you know, keeping everything in-house, all his fighters fighting each other. Infamous for that. So I hope it ain't that type of thing. But like I said, maybe I'm reading too much into it. But one thing I know I'm not reading too much into is the fact that they trying to put those belts back on Lomachenko. And that's a fact. And I knew that they was going to try to do that. Because Teofimo wasn't going to fight Loma again. He wasn't going to fight Loma again. But when George got those belts, that was the opportunity. Yeah, well, all right, we're going to get these belts back on Loma. But you shouldn't string other fighters along, you know, like he did Devin Haney. And like, yeah, we're going to make this fight. Devin Haney said, look, I'll go to Jupiter and fight you if we got to, but let's make it happen. And I just don't believe that Devin Haney is that hard of a person to come to an agreement with. I'm pretty sure, because Devin Haney want those belts. So even if that meant, you know, they had to do a 50-50 split, or even, you know, or that Kambosos would probably, Kambosos would probably get a little more. I don't see Devin Haney having a problem with that. So for people saying Devin pricing himself out and all that, I don't see that. I just think that, you know, they wanted to go with Loma. They want to try to put them belts back on him. And they know it's a chance that Loma possibly may beat him. That's why they put the rematch clause in there, and the rematch clause so it'd be back to back. So Devin Haney is just out of the picture. And I guess maybe they hoping by that time he'd go up to 140 or something. I'd rather him go up to 140 than have to deal with all that, you know, that boxing political biased books, stuff that he got to deal with down there. Can't even get a fight, and then people want to dog his reputation out and talk about how, oh, Devin Haney ain't this and Devin ain't that, and he ain't, how you supposed to prove that you are good and you the best if the so-called best don't want to fight you? How are you supposed to prove so? You got to take the fights that come your way. Everybody want to talk about he ain't this and he ain't that, but he trying to fight the top guy. He want to fight the best guys. Like I said, maybe it's me. But, y'all leave the comments. Let me know what y'all think. But don't forget to please subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button and share this video. And please go back and like and share the video that I did. I did an interview with a young prospect he's getting ready to turn pro. His name is Solly Means. And I recently put that video up, so please go back and like that video and share that video and encourage others to subscribe. And again, if you're watching this video or any of my videos for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, become part of Rashawn's About Time boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang. To the next one, y'all rocking with me, I rock with y'all just the same.